Or she might have called out. What are you doing?
600 seconds.
Honey, honey. Whoo. Lift up the chair and then lay the carpet down. The chair? Yeah. So lift it up.
Do you have a lot of those?
And then lay it there.
Yeah.
I'm not recording you, I'm recording.
And then be careful with the leg down. Are you videotaping?
She's videotaping right now. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, welcome to the multicultural student center events. I'm introducing Takuya, who is gonna have a presentation about Japan, and he's from China, Japan. And thanks for coming and enjoy.
Thank you.
Hi everyone. I know everyone already knows my name. My name is Takuya. Today I'd like to speak about Japanese culture with my experiences. Okay, let's go to this. First of all, it's a table of today's contents about me and about Japan, studying abroad, and I'd like to talk about the greatest aspect in Japan. It happened 3 years ago, and finally, I'm gonna talk about my experience as a trainee teacher. I went to junior high as a teacher's assistant. So I hope you guys can enjoy it. So this is about information about me. My name is Takuya. I already talked about it. And here is 22 years old. But when I see someone first, everyone say my looks is just 18. But in reality, I'm 22 years old. My hometown is Sendai City in Miyagi. I guess it's a kind of big city, but every Tokyo guy said Sendai is really it's small rural area and so on, but I don't think so. And my major is education. I'm studying about this subject here. I'm taking education 202 now. Unfortunately, that class is really difficult for me. So, and my favorite is drawing pictures. Sometimes I have international student office, advertisement stuff, and I like chatting with my friend about girlfriend. I don't know. If someone wants to be my girlfriend, please text me on Facebook. Thank you. Okay, this is Japan's map. Here is Tokyo, and my prefecture, my city is here, Sendai. And Naoki came from Osaka. Where is that? Here. So my prefecture is north part of Japan. Every winter season, I have tons amount of snow. But this last year, we didn't have any snow in Bremerton, right? So if you guys come to my place, everyone will be surprised from the tons of snow. And this is an image of Tokyo. And so Japan is consisted by main four islands. There is Hokkaido, Honshu, and Shikoku, and Kyushu. Some student is studying about Japanese, and some student knows about it. But most people that don't know about this one. And sometimes people say, "Oh, Japan is continent or something," but it's not. It's just island country. And it's located in the Pacific Ocean, and the capital city is Tokyo. And as you can see, Japan is located next to China. So, okay, anyway. So, and this one is Tokyo's metal map. It's really complicated. When I went to Tokyo, I missed my way.
That's the word.
I cannot explain where is it. So this is a Kaminarimon in famous shrine in Japan. And this is Kyoto's Kiyomichi-dera. It's a Jingu maybe. So when you go to Japan, you guys should go to this place for your travel. And this is my place, Sendai. This is Sendai's pedestrian deck. It's one of the biggest big train station, and city area in urban place in Miyagi. And he is one of the most famous samurai in Japan. His name is Date Masamune. He was the really strong samurai, and anyway, sometimes he used a character of samurai games and Japanese games. So please check about him if you have a chance. And Sendai has a lot of festivals. This is a pageant of the light. Every winter season we have this festival. Sendai people has really long road surrounded by a lot of tree. Every tree is lighted up these LED things. And this is Tanabata festival every August 7th. We have this festival. We have a lot of we can enjoy a lot of food like gyutan, ramen in this road. And this is Akiyu. It's one of famous hot spring place in Japan. If you go there, you can get a huge relax. And there are Japanese famous actors and actresses. So he's Takuya Kimura. No. And she's Masami Nagasawa. I think she's really pretty though. But in reality, there are a lot of girls. So don't imagine like if you go to Japan, you can meet such pretty girls. Because this one is reality. And Japanese subculture is becoming famous now. Naruto and Dragon Ball, One Piece is really famous. And in Japan, Ghibli animation is really famous. Story is quite nice. The most famous animation is Howl's Moving Castle, Nausicaa. And sometimes Americans feel like otaku is really cool, like this. And they have high technology of computers. They are really cool, but in reality, this one is real otaku. They are not cool. Sorry about that. Don't be anime otaku. So so how can I explain it? I guess I'm not typical Japanese person. Every Japanese person don't have enough chance to speak Japanese in the country. So before I went to studying abroad, I thought like I don't need to speak English because I can live in Japan for my lifetime. But this studying abroad changed my idea really drastically. I met a lot of American girls. It was me.
Wow.
I went to California when I was 15 years old. At that time, I couldn't say anything in English. Like I could say, hi, no, thank you, you're welcome. And I have one memory. When I went to McDonald's, my friend flipped out his hamburger, and I felt sorry to store staff, and I said, "Oh, I was going to say like he made a mistake, but I don't know why I said he's stupid. So my English was pretty poor at that time. But every Americans were really kind. There are no. Oh wait. She came from China, and I forgot her name. She came from Korea. Her name is Mingung or something like that. And he came from Vietnam. His English name was Alex, and he was Japanese. He is Japanese. His name is Yuki. Yuki. Sometimes I feel like Yuki is really common name in Japan. And there, my host family, and that host family was quite rich. They had a housekeeper. Her name is Nana. She's maybe Filipino. So she was so strict. When I finished to eat dinner, she suddenly said something in English. Like I guess maybe she said, "You should wash your dishes by yourself" or something like that. But what? You're a housekeeper. It's your job, I think. So I was really skinny. So after a few years passed, I went to New Zealand. After finishing studying abroad, I went back to Japan and start to study English to change my situation. And why I decided to go New Zealand, I wanted to try to live in an English-speaking country by myself. So, and also I got a lot of friends in New Zealand. He's not Naoki. So I was belonging in ESL to study English. Even if I practice English, my English it was not good though. But every Asian guys are really kind to me. They took me to a lot of places like seaside or vacation area. In New Zealand, there are north part of the earth. When I went to New Zealand, it was March, but in March, the season is winter normally, but in New Zealand, it was summer. So, how can I say it? Anyway, I could enjoy a lot with my friend. So then they were my host parents and host brother. He studied at Auckland University. He wanted to be an academic professor of what? Mathematics or something. And he studied every time, or almost over 3 hours every day. And every Sunday and Saturday he studied all of day. Like when he get up, he went to his desk, opened his textbook, start to study until the night. But I didn't study. Like I just keep looking. He's studying, and I felt like his behavior is quite different from Japanese. Because when I stay in Japan, I study only 1 hour every day. Like I started to study English. After 1 hour passed, I was exhausted. I don't want to study anymore. That's why my English is pretty bad. So after that studying abroad, I came back to Japan again, and I started to work at Calm School as a teacher of English. And after 1 year had passed, that great earthquake had happened. That earthquake happened in March 11th to 2011, 2011. And the center of this earthquake was really near, close to my place. It was just only 70 kilometers away from my prefecture. And that moment magnitude was 9.0. It was the most big one ever Japanese had experienced. So when I experienced that earthquake, all furniture fall down like this, and my father tried to stop falling down my furniture, but after happened this earthquake, I couldn't see anything because tons of dust came up in front of my eyesight. I couldn't see anything, and I could just hear scream of my family, like my mother screamed, "Oh God, oh help me," something like that, and my father screamed like, "Oh, it's fine, we are safe," but it was not. After that earthquake, I couldn't use any water or electricity, no gas. I couldn't lit on the fire. We cannot make any food because there are no fire. And moreover, seaside area people experienced the tsunami. It was over 10 meters high. My height is 177 centimeters, so it's 10 times larger than I'm higher than me. So hundreds of people was killed by the tsunami and the earthquake. This is this area is the center, and as you can see, here is Sendai. It's really close. And Tokyo's people also experienced that earthquake. And the biggest problem was every Tokyo's people tried to keep food. No one sent any food or gas or water to Sendai or Fukushima area. So after a few days, we don't have any water or food. So we were really starving. Everyone was panic. So that earthquake was really terrible. And moreover, you guys know Fukushima's nuclear power plant had bombed. So Japanese government decided to protect that nuclear power plant because they guessed like, oh, it's still fine. But U.S. government said, professionals said, you guys should stop to use nuclear power plant. Cut off the main energy source. But the Japanese government didn't. No. And then Fukushima's power plant lost all electric sources because that power plant was hit by huge tsunami, and people could not cool down that power plant, and it caused meltdown of core of nuclear power plant, and then bomb. A lot of radiation widespread around Fukushima area and Miyagi place. So I knew that information from the news, but I had to get something to eat for my family. I had to go outside. So I got a huge radiation disaster on my body. So the disaster as terrible as Chernobyl's nuclear disaster. So this is a map of radiation disaster. Unfortunately, that radiation disaster came to America. Where is Bremerton? Seattle. Almost. But there or
towards the 10 days, Washington.
Yeah.
There you go.
So the problem is not only Japanese problem, it's already became the worldwide problem. So when I took public speaking class, I passed about stop to use nuclear power plant because I experienced terrible radiation disasters, and Americans also have a lot of nuclear power plants, right? Actually, Americans doesn't have any earthquake disaster, but you guys have hurricane or anything, any kind of disaster. So if nuclear power plant bomb or makes some trouble, it's not safe for you guys. So I do not like to use nuclear power plants anymore. But currently, Japanese government start to use nuclear power plants again. I don't trust Japanese government anymore. I want to move somewhere like English-speaking country in my future. There are pictures of that earthquake disaster. See, there is seaside areas. The ship on the building, and there are tsunami and firing. These houses is pushed away by tsunami, while those houses are burning. Fortunately, U.S. government came to Japan to help us. I feel really thanks to America, and other prefecture came to Japan to help. When I remember that earthquake, my heart feels hurting. So there are 4 points to protect you guys from the earthquake disaster. Protect your head from falling objects, or do not go outside. Go to high ground to escape tsunami or something like that. And save and keep water and underwear. And yeah, sometimes some guys feel underwear's part is just joke, but underwear is really important. Because there are no water, I could not wash up, use toilet, bathroom, and civilized people cannot poop in outside. So actually, honestly, my brother pooped out. But at that moment, I didn't have extra underwear. I felt really I really recommend you guys to get enough underwear when you experience earthquake. And okay, and the one of my biggest experience is I went to junior high school as a trainee teacher. Japanese students spend 2 to 10 hours at school every day. Our school start at 8:30, finish 4 o'clock or something, and after that everyone go to the club activity. And after finish that, they go back to home doing homework, but most students dislike homework. I also gave them tons of homework, and everyone said, I hate you, go back to your university, something like that. However, if I give them a kind of rewards as a stamp or stickers, they do their homework really willingly because they like rewards. After they submit homework, whenever they submit homework, they ask me to get a reward, to give us reward. I bought I bought a 10 packs of stickers for the reward, but when my trainee teacher program finished, all stickers had gone. it was not enough. So, and every Japanese junior high or high school student wears school uniform. So in 1980s, they wear this kind of school uniform. We call it gakuran. But currently days, we wear like this and this kind of blazer to stop to be bad things. And,
What kind of bad thing?
like fighting or theft something from the store. So I guess 80s students were really bad. How do you think, Hideko? I guess you were born in 80s.
I was very good. I was very good. Yeah.
Okay.
What about the girls right there? Is it a private school or something?
No, it's not private school. It's a public school.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when I take the education 202, they sometimes discuss about homeschool problem or public school problem, but Japanese don't have homeschool. Instead of it, we have juku. Most students study at juku after school to get extra information about studying. Juku is a cram school. Cram school. Yeah. So when I teach such students, they didn't have interest in studying because most the parents forced the student to go cram school. So they just don't want to study, but they forced, and then they come to cram school. So I was kind of disappointed with Japanese students, but after finished my trainee teacher program, my view was changed because a lot of students are living very strongly after experience that earthquake, and they are really nice. They are really enthusiastic to spend their lifetime. But to be a teacher, we have to take a very difficult curriculum. Like I have to get over 100 academic credit. In America, every class has 15 credits, but in Japan, each class has only 2 or 4 credits. So I took almost over 50 classes to be a teacher. So, but it is not counted on graduate degree. So to be a teacher in Japan is really difficult, and the salary is really quite low. So I'm start to find another way for my life. What is that? So after I came here, I faced some Japanese culture program. It is there are few chances to speak English or to make friendship with someone who has different cultural background, because our school is divided from each culture. Like Japanese students go to normal school, but international students go to international school. Actually, international school has diverse types, like for Korean school, for Chinese school, for Japanese American school. But there are no relationship. We cannot make relationship with such guys. So every Japanese student have learned English but everyone hesitates to speak English in Japan. Most of the time, they say like, "Oh, I cannot speak English. Sorry,
It's clear.
bye," something like that. I feel so seriously sorry. And however, currently Japanese society needs kind of global human resources. It means who can speak English really fluently and who can take really high score in TOEFL or TOEIC test. But I also got a really low score in Japan, so I'm going to go back to Japan this June. I'm expecting I can get much higher score after I finish this studying abroad. So
Thank you.
I'm glad to present data about Japanese culture and my experiences. I hope it can help you guys to make much better relationship with Japanese guys. Thank you. Finish. What?
Anybody have questions?
I would love to visit Japan.
Yeah, please.
I would love to. It's
Oh.
a very interesting
Yeah,
city.
everyone wants to go Tokyo or Osaka, sometimes Yokohama, but I recommend you to come to Miyagi because you can get a lot of radiation.
But I heard it's very expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Very expensive.
You talk about like you say Japanese have, they don't have a lot of chance to speak in English or something. So I just want to know, you want to be like something about, you want to do something about education, right?
Yeah.
So how can you change that?
Yeah, it's a really difficult question. So, I went to California and New Zealand. I got a lot of English speaker friends. So, if I be a teacher, I introduce those guys to students because we have Skype or Google Plus or free online talking system right now. So if I use such technologies, I can give students more opportunity to use English, I think.
Where do you want to teach? Where do you want to, like, where do you want to live?
I'd like to teach English to Japanese students, but there are one problem I have. It is I haven't graduated from ESL. Last quarter, I failed Linda's IE90 for grammar class. So it's a huge problem for me.
So what are you going to do after Olympic College?
I started again to study English at my university.
In Japan?
Yes.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm making graduation papers in my university, and if I can, I'm going to write my graduation thesis in English. I know it's quite difficult, but everything is challenge and everything is learning. So,
Where is Asia Pacific University?
Asian Pacific
Asia
University.
Pacific University. I know it's in Japan.
Sorry, I don't know about it. Asian Pacific. Do you know?
You can,
I know a student who's from there.
From there?
Yeah, Nate.
Yeah,
he's from there.
And Masaki too, who was here.
So
Masaki was too, I think.
you guys asked to present about Asian Pacific University today.
Oh.
That's good. Yeah.
So how long have you been here?
I came from last September, so almost 9 months has passed, and this quarter is my final.
Oh, that's good. But it's a lot of Japanese, the new generation. They like music, or they like hip hop and American style. Are you like that too? Maybe.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
I
they are
can
very
play
famous.
music right now, so the
They like to dance like break dance.
I know
So-
Japanese is very famous.
so
for
I prefer to listen
they have big
Japanese
sector.
Japanese pop kind of.
They're very good.
So,
They're very talented.
so
They're very talented.
Last time when Naoki presented about Japanese culture, he talked about karaoke in Japanese. I often listen to AKB or it's a kind of subculture of Japanese, but wait, I cannot find it.
The Japanese, they like to watch American movie, Hollywood.
Yes.
Yeah,
I really like Hollywood movies.
yeah. They can learn from there too.
I saw Godzilla last week. But unfortunately, that movie had tsunami scene. Some people died by tsunami.
Oh yeah, they have.
It was hurting my feet.
What was your hardest moving traveling to the United States from Japan? What was the hardest thing for you to handle, and then what was the best?
To prepare enough amount of money.
Okay.
Yeah, money.
My family is middle class in Japan. So I got a lot of scholarship from Japanese government, and also I got a scholarship from my university. And my mother kept her salary for her, how can I say, elder life, retired life, but she withdrew all her money for me, and
She saved it.
yeah.
It's like college
Yeah.
saving.
But after I came here, I used that money for my cigarette.
Oh my.
I should quit smoking.
Yes,
More.
you should. What was the best thing? What was the best thing about America?
They're crazy about cigarettes.
The
best thing.
The best thing in America is
Besides English.
yeah, a lot of things. There are a lot of good things for me. Like when I came to International Student Lounge, they helped me to speak English.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave me a lot of opportunity to speak English. I'm tension. I feel nervousness.
Yeah, don't worry.
So my English is worse than normally. I can speak more fluently.
Well, you're doing good.
Yeah.
You're doing good.
Yeah,
You're doing good.
Yeah, one of my best moments was student car conference trip. I went to Yakima with you guys, right?
Yeah, come on, yeah.
So I could talk with a lot of college students who came from another university or college. They gave me a huge inspiration. Like they have different culture,
Yeah.
and they have each own opinions.
Yeah.
So I could enjoy chat with them, and I exchange opinions with them.
Yeah. Next year, maybe.
Anyway, this is Japanese pop.
Did you put your website on YouTube? Maybe you can learn from YouTube.
Yeah.
Did you put yourself like a Japanese?
Yeah, I downloaded this music from YouTube.
Yeah.
I know.
Like back in the presentation, I saw a picture of
Terrible.
I think it was like fruit. Yeah, actually,
This one?
no, next one.
With the fruit.
Yeah. What are those called? The fruits.
We
The food,
call
yeah.
it in English it's called school food, but we call it kyushoku.
Yeah.
Kyushoku.
I love sushi.
No, we don't eat sushi for lunch in school. But, it's too expensive for junior high school students.
So the school system, is it, like here it's K through 12, and then you graduate, and then you go into college and university? What is the level of school in Japan?
The level of school
Yeah, so is
in
it
the world.
first grade, second grade, third grade?
Ah.
Year 1, year 2, year 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In elementary school, we have 6 grades, and
okay.
after graduate from elementary school, we go to middle school. I mean
Yeah.
junior high school. There are 3 years,
Yeah.
maybe 3 grades, first, second, third, and after that, high school also has 3 years.
Okay.
How
But-
young does the school start though? What age do you start
What?
school period?
Sorry?
From birth, what is the age to start?
So here is 5 for kindergarten?
No, we start kindergarten since 6 years
Oh,
old.
6 years old.
And graduate from kindergarten student 11 years old. So when I graduated from my high school, I was 17. So yeah, so those pictures were, I was really young. So it was 17 years old Takuya Owada. 15 years old Takuya Owada. Now 22 years old Takuya Owada. But sometimes I feel like my face is becoming bigger and bigger and round and round. I got a lot of fat around my cheek.
How can you do this hairstyle?
Is that a perm?
I don't know. Just my
Which one
hair
is
just
you're in the middle, right?
No, he's on the No, he's on the end.
Are you sure?
He's got
Yeah.
an afro.
Oh,
Yeah,
He's got an afro.
afro. Hey.
Yeah.
You
So
want to be like me?
yeah, I guess most Asians' hair is straight and thick black. So and my hair is really hard. I mean, yeah, I've tried to palm my hair before, but it didn't work. After palmed my hair, it was still straight.
Did you put a gel?
Yeah, but
Make it straight up?
at this time I didn't use hair gel. It was natural style.
I like it.
But it's getting better.
Much better.
See? It's better.
This is the new one?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So cute.
Yeah, she's Taiwanese. Like,
Very cute.
yeah. Yeah.
When again do you predict coming back to the US? When again do you predict coming back to the US?
Sorry, what did you say?
When again do you predict coming back here to the USA?
Next semester?
No. Unfortunately, I won't come back.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. Because I have to find my job immediately. You know.
Oh, yeah, it's just hard.
You know, I got a lot of scholarship. I have to give it to back to government and parents.
Oh, yeah, you got a lot of homework.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have one younger brother. He entered university this year.
Oh, great.
Finally. He's 18 years old now.
Oh, wow.
Maybe his face is like this right now. Yeah. He's studying in Aoba Gakuin or something like that. Aoyama Gakuin in Yokohama. So you guys know Americans has Navy base in Yokohama. So I want to visit Yokohama to meet my friend. I mean my younger brother, and I hope I can meet some of my friends in Yokohama again.
Do you know what the population in Japan?
Population?
Population? You know?
I don't know. It was 127 million.
Population?
Maybe.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, but the small, you know, they live like in small, high rise. They live in high rise. You know, people, they live like small. I've been watching, what do you call it, ATCS Channel 9. You know, people, they can live inside little box, just sleep, go to work. They don't have no time to sleep. They work.
What does your family do?
My father is architecture of building. He is designing daycare center for elder guys, for retired guys. And my mother is teacher of English.
Oh.
She's teaching English in the high school. Yeah. When I was junior high school student, I was often said, your mother is English teacher, right? But your English is pretty bad. Why? What are your mother doing? She doesn't teach you something like that. I said,
It's just
I'm just studying.
Japanese, they have the same like French, you know, French in Japan, they don't like to speak, they deal with English. I don't know why that is a policy.
Did you and your mom speak English at your home, in your house?
No.
No.
I introduced about Japanese doesn't have enough opportunities to speak English. So my mom also in the same situation. She only speaks in her high school while she is teaching English. And teaching is really stressful job. After she come back to home, she just go to bed, start to sleep with snoring. I studied English by myself.
That's good.
And every Japanese student start to study English since enter the junior high school, but I didn't. I was just lazy, and I didn't like to study. So when I entered the high school, everyone was better than me, even if their major is mathematics. So I felt huge struggling and a huge upset to me. So and I started to study English. And now it's much getting better. But Linda every time gave me very low grade. It's not enough.
I'm sorry, we have to check. Did you get the earthquake? Did you feel it? Did you see it, earthquake? How you look like?
When that earthquake happened, I was in my house because May 11th is my father's birthday. I was celebrating my father's birthday party. So suddenly my house started to shake. The birthday cake fell down on the ground. And at that time, he bought a new TV for his birthday present. So that's why he stopped to fall down.
Of course.
Everyone tried to escape from the big furniture.
Yeah.
And whenever we feel earthquake, I go to under the table.
Yeah.
but he stayed in front of the TV.
Why is he tried to protect the TV?
Yeah, fortunately, he didn't get any injured.
Yeah, because TV is expensive too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 2011, this kind of white size TV was really there.
I know.
Right?
That's true. That's true.
For him, the TV was the most important thing.
Well, we want to say thank you